Okay, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be doing the second side stories, which I assume has to do a lot with Sayuri and Yuri. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Yes, begin that side story. Oh, right. This time I said I was going to put on face cam. Hang on, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm back and I have the webcam set up. If something shows up, I'll just move it in the... Or if something shows up in this corner, I'll just move it. As a matter of fact, hang on. Let me just... There we go. There we go, that should be better. Anyway, let's continue. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayuri to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. That's cute. Sayuri's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouthed to Monica. It's her, it's the girl. It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayuri had come across reading alone in the classroom. Next to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Okay. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayuri continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. Oops. I'm Monica and this is Sayuri and we've done the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join the club, your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayuri and this is Monica. Sayuri, are you already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Okay. Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Or Dupont? Or Duant? I don't know. Sounds French, maybe. I don't know. I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckle against her cheeks. Enjoy. You could borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayuri, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in the locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayuri nervously says that, noting to herself that considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri has set down on her desk. So it's probably like a book like this thing, right? True. Only... Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayuri silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasies except maybe stuff when I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? You have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayuri. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! Yay! That's exactly what I wanted to do. These conversations back and forth between them I just love. Besides, Sayuri lowers her voice, I'm probably going to need all the time I can get. Oh, excuse me. She taps her fingers against the... Actually, I need to do something real quickly. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue. She taps her finger against the daunty, chalky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates that she must have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayuri and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayuri feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one Yuri already on Yuri's desk. I botched that up. I apologize. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over there would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayuri nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just go get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayuri while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book, and glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Yeah. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. I think that goes with anybody, except for social people, which, they're not my kind of people. I like talking to one-on-one or even just a few people at a time, but if there's too many people, I'm gonna back off. So it's actually amazing it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before, so it's hard to find others who are interested in the same thing I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Just things you would think are dumb. Sayuri pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cars or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off until the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Oh, that was good water. Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. Ah, fuck. So if anyone didn't notice, I use my phone for, what do you call it? Just like certain, like for recording my face and stuff like that. I figured out a way to do that. And works kind of, but at the same time it like, yeah, it does that. I get random messages at times and then there's just like, it just like vibrates and then stops. Like okay, actually I'm gonna do this. There we go. It shouldn't vibrate anymore and I should not get anything else. I hope anyway. Anyway, let's continue. I apologize for that. So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayuri nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. Okay, I like that. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibility. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having getting cut off. I like going out to the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have to have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. The best time for me to walk anywhere is at night. I don't think it's scary. I think it's like really peaceful and nice. I mean, then again, I have been chased by dogs and shit like that, but like, that can happen any time of the day. It just happens that I walk more at night than the daytime. And it's usually when people are sleeping. That's when I like to do it best because I like knowing when I get home there's nobody awake to mess with my mood or whatever. I don't know, I'm weird. Anyway, let's continue. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayuri, while to Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayuri and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayuri beams. Yuri collects her things. Once back, Yuri wordlessly waves it to Sayuri and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayuri enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayuri and Monica are left in the clubroom. Sayuri, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted and something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Man, this new music is awesome. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayuri in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayuri tilted her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri was talking about. Well, I meant the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. Overthinking things, eh? I mean, it happens for the best of us, to be fair. I got too excited and forgot to think about everything else in the club, so... You didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncontrollable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff, mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. Overly apologizing too is another sign of that. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayuri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayuri reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell? Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure I'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayuri's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliments, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrary, I'm awful at things like involving real people. That should be evident enough through the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. Oh. Sayuri rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activities. Yuri begins to guide Sayuri through the basis of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of which she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayuri seems to have. But despite Sayuri's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion learning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like an exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I like to write. The things I write. Excuse me. Give me a second, please. Thank you. I don't know why, but like other times I'll be clearing a track of like how I can read, and then other times like this, it's just like I can't read. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes that's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. If you are a very patient person, then you should be proud of that, because you'll notice a lot of people don't have something like that. So, if you got it, kudos to you. Sayori jolts Yuri's patient into her notes. Jots, not jolts. I don't know why I said jolts. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. So I have to the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it especially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are those footnotes? Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanations to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Excuse me. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes. The hell does that mean? I don't know. Barnas. Oh, it's probably a name. Barnas is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Yuri rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But a reduction in questions becomes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Aww. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing the best so I can see it the way that you do. Relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sarah's left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayuri stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Man, I love how deep these are getting too. Oh, I got a little thing for Yuri too. I like that. That's a nice art. Much time are we at? 26. I have face cam on, so the files are going to be much bigger. But I've been keeping these at around an hour just to save, like, I guess, my uploading schedule. It's harder on me, but I think it's easier to view at the same time. And it gets, like, different variety of contents out on my channel, so I think I'll just continue here. Is there anything else here? No. Okay. New music. Hug energy. I'll listen to that later just to save some time here. Alright, let's get on to the part 2 of understanding. Yes. For the first time, Sayuri is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting on a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sarah continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts, every tiny noise causing her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. I'm going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica, around the corner, approaches the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayuri before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sayuri sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'll be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she would be so conflict avoided after having been in the debate club. That's true. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of the new flyers and go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. What about Sayuri? What could be going through her head right now that, like, she's just left alone in there? Alright, I need to do something. I'll be right back. And I have returned. This is actually my original one. It's much better than my last one, but I have it covered because, well, you probably know what a Dakimakura is usually, anyway. I have to cover it because it's at PG-13. Anyway, let's continue. The two walk in silence. Without Sayuri, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. You let them follow up with anything more. Oh, it's like a Facebook conversation. Monica tenses up at this stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayuri do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayuri told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny how I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interest as me. But it's so cool that you're able to get Sayuri into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. I'm stupid for forcing her onto it. Yuri falls silent again as if she started her thoughts but can't figure out how to continue it. Still vibrates, eh? Bro. Like, the one time I don't want messages to happen is just like, I don't get messages through the day, and then the moment I try to record, I just get fucking people messaging me nonstop now. It's like, what's going on here? Anyway, let's stop complaining, let's just continue. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people join this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. Jesus Christ, like... I'm really glad you can't see my messages. And some of them are just like weird, dude. Weird and can easily be taken out of context. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I'm accepting that. I'm accepting that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone? Ah, shit. Okay. How's it so easy for everyone else? Hang on, is the camera still going? Okay. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of, or taken pity on. And sorry, it falls into that third category. What? Hold on. You're saying that Saria is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Saria is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed her into. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original work task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Saria is different. Don't you move. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Saria would be able to say better. Saria is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Saria to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exasperating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved with them understanding each other better. Saria wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Saria, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to be good I'm botching this badly right now, sorry. You just have to be good. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. Thank you. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of the cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I need to communicate with her. That was terrible, I'm sorry. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I could take a walk. Want me to go get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club, rather than right at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we can get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway at Yuri's smile. Smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes now how Sayuri has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayuri holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. And Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayuri's voice quivers in shock after she received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayuri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you would really like. I don't want your pity. Oh shit. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate her thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayuri or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monika sees her like this, and before Sayuri tells Monika what she did. Before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. It's okay. Sayuri whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest and pull away from Sayuri's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, and speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me, that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me or who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sari doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are only things I know how to talk about. That's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself being overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. Or how am I supposed to expect that I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sari, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. A bit better. You know, you're so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid that you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my rational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, rational fears. Well, you know, there's no way you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considered in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I want. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reason that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that, but I'll be glad that I tried to and learn more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caresses of Sayuri's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sari, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understandings of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I like to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first. I had a feeling she's gonna say something like that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Sarah trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? That's cute. Sure, Sayuri. Sayuri wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sarah can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh, that was nice. Oh my god, that was wholesome. I love that. Okay, that's really cute. I like that. I'm sure there's more art here. No? Okay. What's in the mail? I'm on leave for the rest of the week. Contact Revi if you want to schedule server time. But I expect my job to run for a few days since I've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? I've lost her. December 9th, 2019 to 12:06 a.m. That was like 2 years ago. Oh, well. Alright, that story... I wouldn't say I like the first one better, but I like the first one better. I don't know. I found this one really wholesome. Just because... how can it not? Like, after watching that, how could you not find that wholesome? But anyway, I think I'm going to finish up this video here. Thank you guys for watching. All my social medias are down in the description, so if you want to go check me out there. I sometimes post up snippets of newer videos that are going to be releasing. And then I have my Discord server down there too, if you want to go check me out there. Join it. You can come talk to me too if you want to, or the podcast group. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Should have brought that up before. Have a good day.